Hi, and welcome to this episode of Inside the Mind of an Actuary. It's my pleasure to have my friend and author, Joy Loverde, on the line. She's written several books, one of which is Who Will Take Care of Me When I'm Old? And she also wrote a book called The Complete Eldercare Planner. Joy, thanks for joining us today.
It's so wonderful always to talk with you, Mark.
So, Joy, tell me a little bit about your background and how you became an author and a subject matter expert on this topic.
Well, I fell in love with the concept of elder care a long time ago when I was a teenager, and it eventually evolved into putting my marketing skills to work and coming up with a book, the first one, that was about planning for elder care. But 10 years ago, when I was on the road, I was hearing a lot of people wonder who was going to take care of them when they got old, and that became my second book.
Yeah, and I know that's a very important topic. A lot of the people that we work with, they're financial planners, they're helping people with retirement, they're in the long-term care planning arena. And so everyone's thinking about, well, how do I know what to expect, right, at these ages? And so you've written a book to talk about those things. What's probably the number one tip in your book that you would give to people out there that want to learn about how to kind of visualize themselves in this situation?
You know, when advisors talk with us about what's in the future, they rarely talk about the evolving door of relationships. And I encourage them to start not assuming that everybody has a caregiver or everybody has a child to take care of them. And that goes for us as consumers as well. And healthcare professionals who say, well, you're going to have somebody pick you up after the medical procedure. Well, what if we don't have anybody?
Yeah. And, one thing I love about your book, Who Will Take Care of Me When I'm Old, is at the very beginning, you kind of give people a tool, an exercise, if you will, that they can use. Can you share with us how that exercise works?
There isn't anybody on this earth that I've been aware of that is not afraid to look into the future. And so I use the concept of time travel to ease our jitters about what might be coming down the line. So time travel is simply just stopping and becoming more astute to the people who appear to be 30 years older, 20, 30 years older, and observe them. And then you're going to begin to see, why are some people doing so well and other people not? Time travel is a real effective way to see how diverse and unique every old person really is.
Interesting. I think we get so caught up in our day-to-day, high, fast-paced lives, right, that you don't stop to observe. And as you start to observe, you'll start to see examples of either things to do or things not to do, right? And it sounds like that's what you're recommending there.
I'm also recommending that you ask a lot of questions of the people who are already your living answer into the future. Start asking them, what are they doing that is making their lives work at this stage of the game? We really need relationships with people who could help us better understand what the future looks like.
Cool. Well, I know we're going to be doing a webinar soon, both for consumers, but also for their advisors. And I know you personally work with a lot of advisors. How are the advisors using your book to help them in their practice?
Well, again, they're using it as a communication tool, and there's so much in the book about delivering facts and resources and things like that. The more educated they could create with an environment that they could create with their clients, the easier it will be for the advisor to speak into the reality of getting old.
Well, I know we're going to be talking a lot more about this on our webinar. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being a guest. And looking forward to doing more with you to help people out their plan for these important issues.
Thanks for the opportunity, Mark. It's really a good thing.